I will pray for you.
Geeks, nerds, gamers, and trolls, this is your MMOBomb.com first look at Warhaven. Free-to-play early access from Nexon, now available on Steam. A game that I am enjoying very, very, very much. Warhaven is a free-to-play big team PvP medieval fantasy warfare game. Choose your soldier, lead your squad into combat, and turn into a powerful immortal to turn the tide of war. That all screams Noob Fridge, baby. There are several different classes available in the game for you to choose from, including my big Warhammer wielding guy that I'm playing right now. Also enjoy playing the Guardian with sword and board. There's a healer, there's a javelin user, there's a big two-handed greatsword user, all kinds of different play styles to take in. And then as you see me transforming into an immortal, going ahead and swinging the tide of battle here all by myself. Not by myself, there's teammates here too, but I'm gonna say that it's all by myself. Look at me go. There are 5 different game modes available in the game right now. You defend footholds in Dominion, push through enemy lines and hold your ground in Onslaught, soar through the skies, protect war machines in Arms Race, clash to your heart's content in the familiarity of Team Deathmatch, and battle to secure the Vestige in Warhaven's unique take on Capture the Flag. I haven't seen the Capture the Flag mode yet. I've played a lot of games. I've grinded my way up to like level 13 or 14 so I could get access to the perks to be able to show you some of those we'll look at here in just a little bit. But I haven't seen anything that's Capture the Flag. But all the rest of the game modes right here, this is the Arms Race. We're pushing the payload. You got to control 2 points on the sides that are a respawn point and a spot that drops these giant AoEs down on from the sky above. You can see us the giant red circle where we're taking tons of damage. That's from one of the points being controlled by the enemy team. Now don't make the mistake I did. The very first game I ever played was this game mode, and it had the gliding in it, right? So I'm like jumping off stuff, gliding over to the next objective, wherever I need to go, jump off and glide. Well, I got a different game mode, and I jumped off of something, and there was no gliding. You fall, and you do take fall damage, and I fell to my death, and I wasn't sure why my glider didn't work, so of course I had to do it again before I realized that gliding is just in this one game mode. So there you go. Don't jump to your death. You will take fall damage and die. The Arms Race is the only one that has the gliding in it.
Fight hard.
This game, as you can tell, is very melee focused. There are healers in the game, but everything else is melee centric. Whether you're wielding a big warhammer or a two-handed greatsword or a mace and a shield, whatever you've got, you know, you're fighting in melee here. The only ranged is there are occasionally some points to control that give you some range, like catapults and things like that, where you can shoot the enemy or cannons. But those are control points that you just take control of, and if you're sitting on one of those, you're in danger of being attacked from your blind side while you're trying to shoot other enemies. Each class does have a couple of abilities they can use, one of which for most of the classes is going to be a block breaker, so you can get through enemy blocks, so you're not just walking around blocking each other the whole time, which can be kind of boring. Unfortunately for the Guardian class especially, when the shield goes up, the block breakers just daze you and knock you out off of your feet a little bit and can just take you out just like any other class. I wish that the Guardian didn't stagger quite as much maybe when they're blocking with their big shield. You have to be very strategic with your attacks. If you swing and miss, you're going to be stuck in that animation for a second, and you're going to be open to counter attacks. So you got to be careful. You can't just be going there and be a left-click hero and expect to take everybody out. You've got to pay attention to when you can attack, when you can counter attack, when you should be blocking, and when you should break somebody else's block. That being said, I feel like combat is about a 7 out of 10 for me right now. There's some hit registration that misses every now and then, or some bad feedback that happens every now and then, or you miss somebody that you think you should have hit, and I'm not sure if it's the swing animations. You can see every time I swing, there's like this red sweep around me. That looks like it goes through characters sometimes and doesn't make contact. And at the same time, I've hit people and I've gotten all the feedback that I made contact with them, but they don't take any damage and they're not blocking or something. It's like hits from behind Like, it'll give me all the feedback that I hit them, but they still walk away with like 1 HP. It can be a little annoying at times, but this is early access. Hopefully they got time to tweak some of that stuff out and make some adjustments and tighten that up a little bit, because this is a good game right now, and it's on the verge, and I say this very seriously, it's on the verge of being a great game. This game really is a lot of fun. It's fun to push these objectives. It's fun to go in and take part in this combat. The maps in the world look fantastic. The world building itself is really unique. It's a mix of the modern world with fantasy medieval elements. It's hard to explain. There are it's like a modern military with all these melee weapons and stuff, and then there's like vehicles and things like that, but there's also dragons dropping you off when you get into the combat. So it's like this weird, I don't know what's going on with it, but it's like some kind of post-apocalyptic medieval fantasy, modern medieval fantasy world. It's all over the place, but it makes it unique. It makes it interesting. It's not just boring old medieval combat. There's a lot of fantasy elements with the dragons and the healing and things like that make it really unique and make it a lot of fun. But yeah, overall, I'm just hoping they treat this early access like a real early access and listen to player feedback and make little tweaks and changes to the game, because overall what they've got here is a really fantastic experience that could just use a little tightening up, a little polish, and could be a really fun game for a lot of folks. And I'm going to suggest right now, early on, before we even get any further into this, if you're interested in this at all, check it out. I'm having an absolute blast in this game. I am keeping this game on my computer no matter what. I've been playing the crap out of this game all weekend. It launched on Friday. I've been playing the absolute dog mess out of it ever since then, since the first time I logged in. And it had a motion sick mode where it automatically turned off all the depth of field and the motion blur and all the and the screen shake and all the stuff that usually gets you motion sick. As soon as I saw that option, I was like, this could be the game for me. Then I went in, killed a few folks, and I was like, yeah, this is my new game right here. And I'm happy to report that there's nothing egregious in the cash shop as well. It's all cosmetic. There is a battle pass that has a free track and a premium track that you can purchase, but everything in the shop itself is 100% cosmetic. No pay to win in there whatsoever. There's some emotes and stuff like that and skins for your characters. I'm going to be buying a couple of skins for the two classes that I like to play, so I'm already willing to throw them a few dollars. I know Nexon can make people a little nervous sometimes, but so far so good in early access with the cash shop. There's a perk system where you can kind of customize the playstyle of your character just a little bit. You can, as you level up, you got to get to level 10 to have access to the perks. And as you're playing games, you're unlocking perk points that you can use to unlock these perks. Now, you can't pick and choose which perks you unlock. You got to go through them. You got to unlock the first one and then unlock the second one. So you got to unlock them in the order that they've predetermined, unfortunately. That's another change I would like to see. I'd like to be able to unlock the perk that I would like to unlock. I've earned the perk points. I should be able to unlock the perk that I want. But you can equip any 3 perks at a time on a character. You have up to 3 loadouts that you can swap them out before battle. So you can choose which loadout you're using, which perks that you're participating with. And it's a pretty good system so far. I've got some perks unlocked for my hammer guy now. I don't think I have any in this video here, but I've got some perks unlocked for the hammer guy and the guardian, the two that I really like to play. And I've got 3 perks apiece for them. Unfortunately, they're not always the perks that I want right now. I've got to grind out some more perk points and get down to the perks that I actually want to use in a game instead of being able to choose the perks that I want. I guess the most obvious comparison for this, at least one of the most obvious comparisons, will be For Honor. To me, I enjoy this quite a bit more. I like the game modes more. I like the combat more than For Honor. For Honor is a little slower, a little more strategic in the combat. Like I said, you can't go in here and be a left-click Andy, but this is definitely more hack and slash than something like For Honor, as you can tell by the gameplay. It's more about swinging your weapon and getting those kills. But yeah, overall, I'm giving this 2 big thumbs up. I'm definitely enjoying my time in this game. Definitely going to keep this game on my computer. This is one I'm going to be playing for quite a while, and hopefully see some good changes out of early access. Hopefully Nexon listens and makes some adjustments to a few things. And if they do, they're going to have a fantastic game on their hands. They've already got a really, really fun game that I'm absolutely enthralled with at the moment. So if you're at all interested, take a chance. It's free to download. It's in early access on Steam. Give it a shot. I hope you like it as much as I do. If you want to squad up, hit me up, let me know. You can hit me up on Twitter at NoobFridge. As always, I've been the NoobFridge, Troy Blackburn. Follow MMOBomb here on YouTube. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Feed the algorithm. We really appreciate that. Helps pay the bills. Thank you so much for watching this first look. I'm going to consider this done for now. I am out.